Rek'Sai though, definitely liking the Rek'Sai on the top side, the tanky version, extra tanky version of it, and we just round it out with that Alistar here for Keria to grab the extra engage that they do really need. Ward's coming in a little bit early as well, so the slight combat does have a tiny effect. Rookie coming back on the teleport, gets the flash out of Faker. Top side.
Flash in from the Shy, looking for Doran, who's dashing around, finds the ulti, and down goes the Ambassador, but Gumayusi will answer immediately afterwards to try and...
Not going to stick around and force the issue, or are they?
Yep, there's the Pulverize. Keria going down relatively low. Another Void Rush coming on through there from the Shy, but not enough to take down Keria here. Gumayusi now just trying to walk him down, as there it is once again for Guma. Mako now in a bit of trouble. He has to flash to get himself out of the way, and this Sivir is now very, very fed.
Started out, is going to draw them over.
Yep, Keria will be able to find the Shy, who tunnels his way out. Gets a nice little knock-up. Void Rush just trying to void death, but the trample immediately catches him. And down will go the Rek'Sai. Faker taking the long way around, but Ona will be able to claim the kill with his bat. Teleport is going to come on through here as Ona takes another bite out of the turret. He is running pretty quickly. I just don't know whether it's quite going to be enough here as he's thrown into the little Otacon wall that was built before. So far, able to put
here we go.
In the wall and splash forward there from Rookie, and Faker just explodes. Way helps out, so he's going to get himself the assist, and IG come alive.
Ballooning the individual gold lead for himself. They're going to collect the dragon as well.
Oh, flash headbutt bolt to come on through here as immediately the exhaust is down onto Mako, but he has the Pop Blossom. He finds two with it, as there is the Void Rush from the Shy on that back line, but it's Mako that falls down. Just one pick and trade for the Drake, sitting inside lanes, lapping up the gold.
Well, they might make a play right now.
Yep, as I was saying, the public execution is going to come on through as the Shy goes down once again. Keria collects that kill somehow as Gumayusi under fire here in the mid lane as well. We've got backs coming on through, but the Realm Warp is going to come down. Gumayusi in so much trouble as Gala transformed into Gala for the moment. The Shy on vision, not going to be able to find his flank angle as Doran, you can tell, really wants to get in there with that public execution as Keria with the flash. Public execution goes wide, and Wei finds the ulti. Supreme display of talent, but it's the Otacon going to Ona. This guy's smite button is something else. And Rookie finds one kill, now looking for even more. This machine gun rise, picks up a double. Gala collects Doran, and now Faker is running for the hills. He's surrounded by IG members, and he's running the wrong. Decide to pull the trigger as the teleport is coming in from the Shy. Keria wanting to get into position, but the Shy is going to be spotted immediately. Good spell shield as the Supreme display of talent doesn't find the angle, and the Protect the President comes on through from T1. Void Rush not going to be enough, and it's Gumayusi that gets the better of the Rek'Sai. And the Shy may have thrown a bit of this lead away, but IG still standing. We'll see what they can get from this. It's a decent stun onto Ona. He's out of the way, but the seismic shove comes through. Pop Blossom only onto one as Gala's forced to run away. Such a low health bar. As the boss responds, not quite enough. Rookie goes down. Gumayusi's free hitting, and it's another one for Ona as T1 just make a team fight win out of nothing. 3,000 gold lead back in the favor of T1, as now they're looking for even more. The Pulverize only connects onto one. Supreme display of talent goes absolutely everywhere, but it doesn't do anything. They're able to take down the turret, and T1, they're just going to move their way back out. They're just stealing all their stuff, Kobe, and they're watching, as there it is, the public execution. Warrior Mako just pops like a balloon. The inhibitor goes down. It's a fair bit of AoE as Rookie is still tearing them up alongside Gala. And the Shy gets into the backline with that Void Rush, but now he's in an uncomfortable position. Decent knockup comes through as Faker's trying to hold them at bay.
What a way to open up Worlds 2025, Atlas. T1 here looking to finish the job in game one.
Well, Mako looking to try and fight back here, but once again, just into the tennis racket of Faker, as Wei not going to get thrown back this time, but the rocks will be enough. A double kill for Faker. The GOAT sitting at 4-1-5 at the end of game one, and it is an ace before the Nexus is taken down. T1 will lead the series 1-0.
And we see this on that gold graph, actually. Things were pretty even on both sides. We've seen everything during this game, but what have we learned so far about both teams?
Team and engage could be a little bit of a problem, but we'll see whether they can keep him under control, as the misfortune is going to come in here for Gumayusi. Either you're into the Swiss stage or you are out for good. your year ends. Yep, Owner is not going to even bother getting rid of the ward. Knows that he needs to come down here to stop this. There is the snare. Great knockup comes on through the grand entrance. The wombo combo here between Owner and Carrier is fantastic, but that's going to be a two-man shockwave out of Rookie playing the great defense as Faker finds himself isolated off to the side, and First Blood nowhere near one another, ready to teleport in at a moment's notice as there's Make It Rain to come down. Cyclone is there as well from Wei, who's just keeping them at bay. Down goes Owner, and that is going to be the Warrior Trickster, but now Doran has found his mark. Down goes Wei as junglers will be traded. The Shy gets into the backline though as Gumayushi is his target, and down he will go. Faker still trying to find it though as Rookie will be taken out. Faker gets into the backline and assassinates all of them. Double kill already, and Doran finishes off the last one as now the Shy cannot do anything. No mana, no hope, and T1 find a much earlier team fight this time. Wei here. As Mako comes up, Doran may have overstayed his welcome. Let's see whether he can take the Cassante for a walk, and with the heal, he certainly will be able to. Gala finds it. He's starting to look like a homewares shop with the amount that he's taken from this top side, as there's the all-out onto Mako, who's just dead. Okay, for Doran, and we were mentioning it before, but this guy hasn't had a year like this ever, as there is the quickness, the grand entrance, as well as now Faker with the damage. Mako going to get popped like a balloon, but Gala is going to keep himself alive. And I say safety, he's out. For the rest of T1 looking for potentially something.
And IG are blocking them from mid lane right now, so they're taking mid lane tower.
Okay, Doran looking for an angle. I don't really know what it was, but my God, the Shy is able to eliminate him for it. What they can do, but of course this is T1. They've made the magic happen before with other comps. It's now Mako off to the side. Wei looking for an angle as Rookie clears out that turret. Cyclone comes in. Wei looking for the knockups. And there it is, the shockwave onto 3 from Rookie as Doran just trying to get himself all the way out of there. And it might actually happen as never mind, the orb is going to stop him from being able to do what he wants. And Cannon Minion will go over to Faker there as Owner? Question mark? He is looking to try and walk his way out of here, but he is going to get slowed down, flag and drag, as he looks to go for the back because he knows he is well and truly dead. On go. As we can see, Make It Rain slows down Rookie. Faker on a flank angle, but he's spotted. Doran finds 2 with the Q, though, as now Owner looks for the knockup but misses, and Rookie is able to take him down. He gets into the Rift Herald. Oh, Owner, we've seen this play before, and he's going to run his way out, but Carrier is going to get taken down. Faker gets into the mix, though, and already out of the fight is Mako. The ulti comes on forward, but Faker doesn't find the backflip, and Bullet Time gets no joy as well. Doran now out of the fight via the Death Chamber as Gala.
Oh.
Okay, Owner going aggressive onto the enemy jungler, as in the meantime, Rookie trying to deal with Faker, now looking to turn it as Wei comes back, and that's just a solo! As Rookie down for another 27 seconds. They're not out of it yet. Gala is still terrifying, and he will be able to stop Faker from going back home. There is Carrier getting into the backline, the Bullet Time, and the shutdown for Gumayushi! He's going to look for the flank angle. There's a flash Cataclysm to come on through. Finally, the knockup does come in now for Owner, who goes down to half health. Carrier trying to get himself out of there, and he will! Gumayushi gets a decent amount of damage, but leaves himself exposed and just blows up Wei, who gets on top of him, but that's not where he wants to be. Great knockup there onto the Shy as Doran gets on in there. He's looking for Gala as the shockwave does not do enough, but he does take down Carrier. Fake is doing work though, and Mako is running for the hills. Doran cuts apart this Scion, and T1, it's a difficult comp to make work, but the world champ's looking pretty good with it.
The 3-tiered engage from T1. They will take them down. They will cut IG to pieces.
Strong.
Yeah. Guma, meanwhile, feeling pretty good about his Lord Doms. Doran is going deep.
Yeah, he's got 3 items now completed. The rest of T1 comes on over. That is going to be a solo shockwave onto the Cassante as the Shy crashes into them. That is phenomenal damage as they take down Gumayushi. The Shy deals with Doran as well, and T1, now it's their turn to run the heck out of there. It's Faker. He goes in, he finds Gala in the back line, and then just gets shot in the head. T1 are going to fall. That's an X behind IG. Let's see whether they can actually get forward. Carrier's health bar already very low as Owner taking so much damage. Puts Rookie into the Cataclysm. Is now Faker dashing forward, but they've lost Carrier already. The Bullet Time not quite doing that much, but the all-out comes on through. Rookie in trouble. Faker gets Gala. The Shuriken backflip doesn't land, but it doesn't seem to matter. Is down. Oh no, never mind. Faker is going to be taken out. Wei still looking for it. Doran hunting for the Shy. And Wei will survive, but Doran is looking absolutely terrifying. Gumayushi's putting the bullets into the Shy, but they are bouncing off the armor. This Scion is
He's their tanky man.
He's really hitting towards that immortal stage, as the teleport is going to be employed here by Doran. Unfortunately for Gumayusi, all he can do is really hit minions and run. And I think he's out. I think he's fine. I think Gumayusi's just going to walk it off. Never mind, there's a train coming. There's a train coming. And he just walks between the walls. The flash comes on through from the Shy. Can he actually connect to Q, though? That's the question. The answer is yes. Dissonance comes down, and finally the axe hammers in. And just move himself out of the way. Teleport comes in from Carrier to get back towards this Baron pit, and already he has to use all of his buttons to get himself out. Shockwave, he's going to catch Ona. He flashes, the Cyclone collects him, and it's Rookie that grabs the kill. As T1, their base under fire. Only a few shots going to be necessary here by this Caitlyn, as two exposed inhibitors. There's the Shockwave to come on through. It's a decent answer here, as we can see, as down will go Ona into that GA. Trying to answer this one, but you can see Gala is distracted by these structures that he can destroy. Finally, he's going to look for Doran, who just dives away and goes all out. He survives for a long time as Faker looks for the flank, but the Shy is there and says, nope, you are not coming in. And IG this time ain't throwing it away. They are going to even out the series in this best of 5 with a triple kill from Rookie. T1 gonna have to go back to the drawing board
from this team, and then on top of that, their dragon controls, exceptional. The ward to be able to catch out Akali that's coming on flanks multiple times throughout this game, really well done.
Scales can also have some nice AoE CC here on the grouping.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it myself, just as far as what this composition 3 and the fans here as well. Certainly sounding pretty ready to get back onto the Rift for this one.
Vi's going mid lane, but Owner's bottom, and they're going for it.
Yeah, Mako's going to turn up here, as they're at least looking to gank a plate towards this bottom side, as there is the knock-up, and down goes the Shy. There's first blood for Ona on this Xin Zhao. This is what we wanted to see. Bottom laners, although one of them is missing, it is pretty close. Another Zenith Blade going to connect, but already a lot of damage onto Mako, but Faker is already dead. Ona gets the knock-up and takes down the Leona in trade. Now Carrier and Gumayusi moving in as well. Wind becomes lightning, doing so much work, and the handshake holds onto the Shy. As now IG looking to turn it around. He's going to silence himself. Carrier gets taken out. They trade it for the Rumble, then the bailout. It secures Ona his life, and he gets himself out of there. Gumayusi now trying to deal with Rookie, whose way is getting a bunch of work done. The flash forward from Guma. He's crazy. Shy is unhinged, man. He just goes for anything that's a potential play. As now Faker eats another Zenith Blade, but now Carrier going to be moving over alongside him. But there is the ulti out of Rookie, doing so much work with the bailout. Can they actually keep him alive? The answer is no. Rookie gets the kill.
And, you know, good experience for it. Wait.
Oh dear, handshake comes on back through here onto the Shy. Equalizer goes down. There's the Crescent Guard as Ona trying to keep himself alive. He gets the smite down onto the Dragon. As now they go in, Wei looking for the engage angle, but the bailout is going to be there. Gumayusi keeps himself alive! And Mako will be able to take him down with the help of Rookie off to the side. The Shy on no health, as Faker will once again claim some revenge. One little Q is going to be enough to do it, and Ona takes down the Shy this game. But as you mentioned before, Ona, he is going to be able to take down this Dragon. Let's see whether this is going to be the cease and desist that will actually work, and it does in the blink of an eye. The Doran on the Galio combo, but Wei's going to make his way down towards the bottom side, and Doran on the Galio is on our screen, but not for long, as the Shy is going to be able to burn him down.
It's like, how are they going to force the issue here?
Whoa, there's a flash taunt as Ona's going to move on up to try and take down the Shy. They're walking down the red carpet. He flashes away. The Winds of War comes in, and there's the knock-up. 3 Talon strike, and down goes the Shy. Equalizer is there for the Shy. We'll see whether he can layer it in well. As Gumayusi standing in front, wanting to try and find an angle as they are able to take down the Dragon. There's Soul Point, but there is the Equalizer down as well from IG. Not necessarily getting the work done that they wanted to, though, as the Bear is going to crash on top of the Rumble. He's the first to go down as Gumayusi grabs the kill in the fight, and it's Doran staying alive for so long. IG, that was not the play you were looking for. Exactly the most permanent. Okay, the flash in from Ona, he finds the knock-up, they chase after Gala. Redemption, can it get the kill as Hostile Takeover comes on through as well? Gala surviving for a very long time. The flash forward from Gumayusi, though, puts him down, and Rookie will follow suit. Both carries in the blink of an eye, and holding onto the phalanx, you know, hold the line. as it were, as the
Whoopsie.
Hex is going to be leaving Ona out to dry. Now Gala flaps over the wall. It's so much damage, though. Still, Circle not going to be saving the Xin Zhao, and that is shut down money over to Rookie.
That Hex technology is dangerous, Atlas.
It certainly
They warned
is.
us against this in Arcane.
We learnt about it from Arcane. It's now Rookie. Oh no, you should have learnt about it as well. Doran going to be able to finish him off. He's now in an awkward position, but they don't have to deal with the Hui, who's such a problem. Faker finds the angle onto the Rumble, and somehow...
Faker flashes in T1. They actually even take... Wait, Dragon's going down.
Yep, they were looking for the Dragon here. Hostile takeover will be avoided for now, but it's a double taunt beautifully placed here by Doran. It is Wade denying the soul, but they also managed to get themselves out. The Hex Gates are going to come on through as the game, but it was pretty funny as another one comes in and Faker says, yeah, fool me once. Yeah, fool me twice. No, that's not going to happen. As Voltbreaker gets way over the wall, and Ona has respawned and will be able to take down the Vi. Wants to be able to hand the kill over, but isn't good. It looks like T1 are just going to start it. Okay, Rookie gets some damage down onto Faker. Heroic entrance comes on in. Faker survives for such a long time as it's jungler for mid laner. And I think T1 are feeling pretty good about that. No smite left on the Rift, and T1 are back on the objective again.
Yeah, they're going to force IG to come to them.
All right, hostile takeover comes through. The immediate cleanse out from Gala, though, who's doing a lot of work. Gumayusi just dives into the front line. I don't know whether that's a good call, as the taunt is going to go wide. Now Gumayusi has to avoid everything as the ulti from Ona. He goes down into his GA, and they take out Mako. I don't know how this is working, but it's looking pretty good at the moment for T1. But the shutdown comes in. The answer from Gala. Here for the Galio. Keria moving on over. They want to take control of this as Keria is well and truly far up in this lane as they look for the Shy. He flashes out of the way of the taunt. That looks pretty good, but Gumayusi is able to finish him off. Still, Rookie does so much damage and he's held in place as Wei says no to Gumayusi, and he's so much more important. Hot on his heels, as we can see here. And Gala getting pretty close as well. The flash over the wall there from Wei as they're looking to try and take down the enemy jungler, and Wei, there's just no option. He's staying alive for a long time, but there's no follow-up. There's no option. There's a teleport to bring the Galio back. That might be the opportunity. This could be a 50-50 as Ona in position, but he wants to start the fight instead. They take down the Drake. That's going to be the soul for T1, and Mako limping out as cease and desist is going to do nothing at all. Faker just throws the fire away, and Rookie goes down on the back end, and T1 just steamroll them.
Guma got the soul, and T1 are gonna get the game. The Shy's running, but there's nowhere for him to flee.
On these Nexus turrets and see whether they can, in fact, make it to the Swiss stage and hold on to hope for 3 in a row. We'll take another Nexus going down, though, and IG, they do tend to like it on the ropes.
Woo. T1 must have understood how to play around IG so far, and they're the first team taking us to match point here.
Mid lane Ziggs, Silas go to the top lane.
I think it's top. It's got to be top lane Silas.
I mean,
I feel like that's.
I've seen Merwin before.
Could be the final game in the series unless IG can make top lane Varus and the Ziggs work. And odds are,
honestly,
right, Rookie taking so much damage here as there's the snare, the flash forward, but it's all a bait. Faker, can he actually still get the kill as he does get the passive proc? And that's going to help keep him safe, but Mako still wants to take him down. This Nautilus is so scary, and he flashes to try and lock him down. The distortion, not enough, and first blood to Mako.
Today is history day.
Well, there is that distortion being utilized. It's a fair bit of damage, but now everyone is being called in and they slam Rookie into the ground.
Our button press as Doran's got some visitors.
Well, he is also going to call in his friends, but it's going to be too late, and now Ona might be in an awkward position, still able to get the kill on a Mako, who unfortunately had turret aggro in that play. Give some vision over to T1. As Gala takes some damage from the volley, double flashes employed. Mega Inferno Bomb goes down, there's a Grand Starfall, but the instant wild growth is fantastic. Paranoia comes in, but still Owner is taking so much damage. The flash from Rookie is able to shut him down, and now the Shy looking for Doran. He's tanking up the turret, and he's happy. All right, we're fighting again, as now Carrier in a bit of trouble, does have to put his Wild Growth on cooldown as the darkness is going to come in, but Carrier already dead. Owner able to put himself in a great position, though, as the Pantheon will be the answering kill, but Rookie on the top side of the map means that Gumayusi cannot play the game. He's taken out, but it's a 1-for-1, and now it's T1 trying to fight back. This time, the Ram is going to connect as the Ziggs satchels himself out and burns to death. As Owner's red buff gets it done. Now Mako not going to be able to do anything. The anchor is cute, but I think that Faker will be able to finish this one off. And T1, I can see Orcs.
Oh, they're going for the Shy!
Left as they are looking for the Shy. Can they find the fear? And they will be able to do so. This time, the Shy doesn't have a lot of that funny business available. He's doing a lot of damage, and now the Cavalry is going to come in as he bought enough time to allow IG to capitalize on this one. As Paranoia just to buy the space, and we'll see whether it works. He looks to turn it. They take down Gala, and Owner is still alive. He survives through it all, and Wei is going to fall at the same time. The knock up on the Mako. He's dead, and T1. Oh my God, Owner, you are an absolute gem. Mid lane. And now Paranoia comes down yet again. The Shy in trouble once more as the Ram, looking for the knock-up, will be able to find it. The arrow from downtown connects from Gumayusi, and Faker is now able to close in as well. The Grand Skyfall comes in, the Mega Inferno Bomb, not quite enough as Owner just barely limping away. And now the fight is going to continue. Mako trying to throw out the CC. The satchel's good as Gala's bouncing bombs aren't quite connecting. T1 still not able to quite find the fight, and now the re-engage from Mako as Faker is going to get executed, but Gumayusi's the problem. He flashes to create the space, and Gala, they've been ignoring him this whole time. Finally, they're going to move over as he runs out of mana, takes down Carrier, but he will die. And team, we'll see whether they can make it work this time around. Here in game 4, man, this is feeling like they're throwing the gauntlet as now the Paranoia comes down. Doran finds a huge knock-up, and the AoE is massive. The Wild Growth absurd by T1, and their team fighting is just too good, ladies and gentlemen. Gala keeping himself alive, but there are too many people here. Rookie finds the clone of all.
And Carrier are flanking them. There's the teleports coming in. It's actually answered here by IG as well.
Oh, Gala gets executed. Faker finds him in the brush. He thought he was safe, and honestly, so did we, because there wasn't the vision as Doran slams his head into the wall, but he is so incredibly tanky. The flash out from Carrier to avoid the re-engage as Rookie is doing a fair bit of work. Doran doesn't have damage himself, and now the Shy has made his way in. It's another hook connecting, but Owner is also respawned. Ladies and gentlemen, Doran will be dying.
Nocturne ultimate. No way, buddy. Let's keep the action going. T1, they approach. They fire.
As Gumayusi's going to find it, and Rookie's going to get punished once again. It's being in a brush that's going to be their downfall, and it's Carrier that's able to get the last hit, but Gumayusi is kiting like a madman. Another Wild Growth, and T1, it feels
time and actually take down Carrier, punish the no flash.
Ooh, good spell shield there from Owner. Going to deny the hook in as Faker distorts his way back again. The knockup going to go wide from Doran, who flashes away. Now the Ram is going to show his teeth, but that's a brilliant stasis to come on through. Owner goes in, he survives for so long, way too long. Wild Growth comes in, and it's Gumayusi with the damage. Why is this Nocturne still alive? And the Ziggs that was their Achilles heel is finally going to be taken down as T1 will make it to the Swiss stage to defend their world's title.
First couple of games in this series,
Yeah.
Even though they did lose the first one, they looked really good. Looked like they should have won it.